Meet Wafer. This guy is curious, energetic, and young. Henry is sensitive, outdoorsy, and likes his food. Dixie is confident, entertaining, and smart. Not many cats at the APL these days, but that will change. And there's opening for employment too. All on Pick Your Next Pet at the ACAPL. Whoa. Oh, clean water.
I know, right?
Wow.
First pup we are meeting today, his name is Wafer, like the cookie, like the treat, a wafer. He has been a favorite pretty much since he got here. I know you guys think I say that about all of them. It's because I want to introduce you to all my favorites, of course. But no, he really is kind of a unique dog. He is on the younger side, possibly a little bit under a year. I'm not exactly sure what he'll be listed as on our website, but I think he is basically still a puppy. And that is based on kind of his size, his nice teeth, and his mannerisms. He definitely has some behaviors that would need some work if you were to take him home. But they're all very typical puppy-like behaviors. But one thing that's not very puppy-like is his kennel behavior. So he actually does a really good job being calm in his kennel. He just kind of rearranges his blankies, makes his little bed, and he does a really good job just chilling out, curling up in a ball, and sleeping. But then you get him out, and it's kind of a different story. He's very good about getting the leash on, and then the second the door is open, he wants to jump right on you and give you love and attention, and then run away and run to wherever you're taking him, that kind of thing. But I think he's highly trainable, extremely smart, super, super sweet. I have no concerns about other dogs. So far, he's been just very neutral, doesn't even really bark at other dogs. So he could possibly go in with like a pack. I just really like him for his age, for his appearance and everything. I think that he's a really good boy. Cats are a maybe. He is young enough that I think he could be trained to leave cats alone or something like that if he needed to. And kids, I really have no concerns with kids except for the jumping. I feel like he would have no respect for small children. So I would just watch. If you got toddlers, he might knock them over. But I don't think it would be anything, no meanness in it. He just kind of can't help it. He's a big boy and he likes to bounce around. So if you're willing to take on just a little bit of a challenge, just a little bit to teach this guy some manners, I think he's going to end up being a really good, really smart dog. He's handsome as all get out. I mean, who wouldn't want that beautiful, beautiful face? So I hope someone comes to meet him soon. Good boy! Come here.
What happened to it?
You lost it.
Oh my gosh.
Get it. Get it. Where'd it go? Go right here. Sit. 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 Good boy. Hop. You know, shake. You know, lay down. Now you just try to get the ball. Get it. Missed. Didn't see it.
Oh, there you go.
You
found it.
Get it. Get it. Dirty. You know, dirty. Come here, let's go see what you think of the water.
Oh, there's a little water there. So he was interested in me for a few minutes, and then he thought, wait a minute,
And he's like,
I got Ashley here.
there's a lot of other fun stuff out here to do. name is Henry. He is a little bit on the older side. So I think we have him in our system as about 3, but he may be a little bit older than that. He does have a good amount of white on his face. His teeth are okay, but not great. So he's probably, he could be 3 to 5, or he could be maybe even a little older, but his energy level is definitely still there. Still got plenty of good years left in him. So I have no concerns that way. I do think he would be okay with other dogs, but I don't think he necessarily wants to play or roughhouse or do anything crazy. So I would say maybe other chill, calm dogs where he can really still be himself, Definitely from what we've seen so far of him outside today, he's very observant. He's watching the parking lot, seeing who's who, seeing what's going on. He barked at a truck that just backed in. He got excited when my coworker Jennifer came over to say hi. He's definitely very clingy, very loving. I did say one of his little quotes is that he's sensitive. And I say that because I do believe he has some separation anxiety. It's not really in the typical fashion you might think of. He does rip things up from time to time. It's not every single night, but he does get very drooly. He gets really messy. He can be a little bit of a barker, but for the most part, he's figuring it out. I just feel bad. I do think it's because he's here. I think in a home where even when you left him alone, he'd be in a safe, quiet space. You could probably experiment with different things. We leave music boxes out. He does have what's called an Adaptil collar on right now. It releases pheromones that are supposed to help calm him, and I do think it's helped. So there are a lot of options for helping your dog that has separation anxiety. Or if you're the type of person who works from home and you are going to be with your dog majority of the time, again, it's definitely something that can be worked on, but that is ultimately what would make him really happy. He does enjoy being outside, so if you're an outdoorsy type person, you like to go on hikes and walks and things like that, he would be a great partner to join you. I really do believe that he's well behaved enough that he could go a lot of places that he's allowed. So I just really hope he gets out of here soon, because I can tell he gets really anxious overnight, and he calms down once we're in the building in the morning. So I would just like to see him be somewhere where he could, if you're going to let him sleep in the bed or in a crate in your room or something like that, I think he'd be a million times happier. I don't know about cats, and I don't know about kids. I don't have any super major concerns either way, but it's always something to be careful of if you're bringing a new dog into your home. So if you're interested in Henry, please give us a call. What's in here?
Ooh.
Don't care about that.
I tell you, every dog should have in his kennel a little TV screen with a monitoring the drive parking lot.
Parking lot, yeah.
Everybody's interested in who's coming.
I just wish they all had their own indoor-outdoor.
Oh,
No, he really does just care about what's going on in the parking lot. That's okay. He's just not a toy kind of dog. I kind of figured that. He's ripped some stuff up, but I've never really witnessed him playing with anything.
that sandbox has been a big hit today.
It has. Hey, come here, big boy.
I should go over there and see what all of the commotion's about.
Third and final pup today that we are meeting, and her name is Dixie. Now, she's one that has changed a little bit since coming to the shelter. She is relatively new to us, so I maybe don't even know the full and real Dixie yet. She's a hoot, let me tell you. She's funny. She's got a lot of personality. She'll tell you like it is. She's got a bark on her. She's vocal. She will use it. But it's mostly just because she wants attention. I do think she's on the younger side. She definitely needs some training, and she needs an outlet for her energy. So I definitely recommend, if you don't have a fenced-in yard, having a plan to do regular walks, regular training sessions, possibly even with a professional. But I think that at the end of all that, you're going to get a very good dog. She seems extremely smart. She is definitely loving. Like, she likes to be around you, getting love and attention. She does like to meet new people, so I don't have any concerns there. I just think she needs the right owner to help her flourish. I mean, all of our dogs do. That's true. As far as other dogs go, she definitely likes to be a barker. She likes to be a little bit rude, but I do think that she has the potential to be with other dogs at the moment. She's young. She's open to kind of anything, you know. She's loving on Bob right now, and it's really, really cute, because that's all Bob ever asks for, is for me to bring dogs out here that will just love him, you know. So I definitely think she belongs with a young family, kind of the same as all the dogs I've had you meet today. I think that she could be around young kids as long as they're either okay with her energy level, or you're going to train her and train them to, you know, be safe around each other, because she doesn't know. I mean, she's not that big, but she doesn't know her size. She doesn't realize what she's doing when she's doing her zoomies. And she could possibly, you know, knock a child down. I have no concerns about aggression or anything. As far as cats, though, I will say she gives me the vibes of being a cat chaser, but I don't know for sure. Again, per usual around here, because all of our dogs come in as strays, and we know nothing about them. So we are starting from zero. So I don't have any necessarily concerns about cats, but her energy level, and I could just seeing her be the type to chase. Although I will say she doesn't seem all too interested in toys. A funny thing about her is that every time I go to leash her and get her like in and out of kennels, she really likes to play tug of war with my leash, which can get a little bit annoying on my end, but it's the few seconds of playtime she gets with me for the day, so I try to just let her do it, work around it. Sometimes I use 2 leashes. That way I can have one that's actually leashed to her, one that she kind of pretends to play tug with. But at least she is really good about, she'll tug for just a few seconds and then she drops it. So maybe that's her preferred play style, and I should get her some more tug toys. What do you guys think? Here, turn around. No, step down. No. Where's come here.
Ooh, what was that? You hear that dog barking? Nah. welcome to Ask Ashley. This is Ashley at ASTEED, that's STEED, at acapl.org.
Correct.
Okay. So today we're going to talk about the, you need a few more hands here, employees.
Yeah. So, I talk a lot about volunteers on here. I love to call out to volunteers when we do these videos. But right now, we really need some good, reliable employees.
Now, why can't you just double up on volunteers? There's certain things that employees have to do.
Kind of. The biggest thing is just reliability. So for volunteers, we don't require any certain amount of hours. We don't require that they sign up for things. Now for events or something like that, we do sign-ups because then we know how many people we have and can station them places. But really the biggest thing is, our shifts, our cleaning shifts start at 7 in the morning and you're on your feet all day. It can be very physical. So we really need people that are willing to commit that time and energy to us. So I just figured we'd give it a shout out on here if you're looking for a job or you know someone who's looking for a job. Now, not only though are we looking for cleaning staff, I think a big difference right now is we are also looking for some upfront staff. So if you have experience in reception or with entering things into the computer, you're really good with technology, that's a really good place to start. Oh my gosh, the phones ring off the hook up there, you guys. You think it is Grand Central Station. So even if that's all you start out doing initially, that can be an absolute huge help because then the other people that are here and are fully trained can focus on adoptions, the people that walk in. And sitting up front is the absolute best way to learn everything about this place because we only have so much space here. Everything else is reserved for animals. Up front is where we do all our business. So you would learn all about adoptions, how we do everything like that, intakes, some really cool stuff. So we're kind of looking for both areas. And in both of those positions, whether you're interested in the adoption counselor position, which is that upfront position I was talking about, or if you're interested in animal care, there's plenty of room for growth.
So what's a counselor?
The adoption counselor would be one of the people that sits up front. They answer the phones. Adoption counselor means you help with adoptions.
Okay,
so the paperwork side of things.
You ask what are you looking for in a dog or a cat?
Yeah, totally. So we have that application that you fill out, and that has a lot of that information on there. And then the adoption counselor reviews it and can kind of recommend some best fits. Or, that's when kennel staff might step in if it's a dog. But we really work together a lot. And majority of people that are up front are also trained on all the cleaning protocols as well. They're the ones that teach community service or do the volunteer trainings, things like that. So you'll learn a lot while you're here, for sure. And there's definitely room for growth. And the more responsibilities you take on, you can make a little more money. So that's always good, right?
And there's things you go to, festivals and stuff that a lot of places, I bet, call you guys up and say, hey, we're having this event.
Yeah.
Would you like to come and bring some dogs?
Absolutely. That's kind of another big reason we're looking for some more employees is because, this whole summer, we probably had an event every single weekend that wanted us there, wanted animals there. And don't get me wrong, we have a lot of amazing volunteers that did a lot of really cool stuff this summer. But we like also having a person in-house to kind of take the lead on those kind of things, is a point of contact for whoever's organizing that event. And if you know the animals, you can also help pick which animals are going to go to those events. We're really kind of interested in getting some new people in here.
I would imagine you're looking at people that are reliable, that because cages need cleaned whether you feel like going to work or not.
Yeah,
that sort of
absolutely. I would say reliability, being able to teamwork, being flexible, being able to communicate well, both with your coworkers and with the public that might come in or anyone that might ask you questions out in public when they see that you have an APL shirt on. I get called out about that a lot. But I love talking about my job, so it doesn't bother me at all. So if you have any questions, you can email me if it's about the positions specifically. I know you can apply on our website, on Indeed, or like I said, just reach out to me and I
can... On a deed?
Indeed.
Oh,
Indeed,
okay.
The job search website.
You get out your house deed.
Yeah, show us proof of ownership.
But I imagine a sense of humor is a good too.
That's definitely very important to have here. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna see a lot of gross stuff, a lot of weird stuff. Just be prepared.
Okay.
Thank you. So this is my girl Fritter. I asked Bob if he remembers if we've talked about her before or not, and he does not. I don't remember either.
I don't think you did.
I don't think we did. I think I kept wanting to, and then she unfortunately has been sick multiple times in our care. Hi. So she's been moved back to our quarantine area for kitties. But I love her because she's very talkative. As you can see, she's already yelled at me a lot during this little talk here. But yeah, she's very, very vocal. She's very silly. Like, she has a silly personality. And when she first got here, she was really funny because she would act like she wanted love and attention, and then she'd just swat at you and be like, okay, done. So, I don't know. I think she has a really unique personality. She's definitely gained some weight since she got here. She's looking really good. And like I said, back and forth with sickness, so we've just watched her. I mean, at one point I checked on her in the back, and she literally had just like a huge, do not jump out. Don't even think about it. She had a huge crust, like just completely covering her nose. Like, poor girl couldn't breathe out of her nose at all. So I just felt so bad.
So what do you do about that? Like a Q-tip or?
We have multiple kinds of medications,
okay.
or you can use a warm washcloth if they'll let you, and kind of like soften it and wipe it. Do not jump down, naughty girl. She really just wants to go play. I mean, she's the sweetest thing ever. Okay. And I just think she has a ton of fun personality that you'll get to see even more when she goes and is in a home. I'm not so sure about her and other cats. I think it would depend on the personalities of the other cats.
Whoa. Oh,
I know she wants to. Okay. Yeah. We're closing that. You're not jumping out, Missy. Oh, I know.
Whoa.
See what I mean? There's just something about her. She's so... Now she's digging at her cot. Like, I don't know. She's got so much in her. I think she has the potential to be like one of the most entertaining cats you've ever met in your life. So I really, really hope someone gets her out of here soon so that she can really bloom into the cat she is meant to be.
One thing to mention is that this place, one day there's 8 million cats, the next day there's 3.
Correct.
And we're at the 3 this week. So.
Yeah, we're really low in here. I'm like, I don't even know who to show you guys. But I will say, there may not be any cats in the living room right now. We've got a lot of good adult cats in here, and there are lots of kittens in foster. So if you're interested in a kitten, go ahead and put in an application and just put kitten, and we'll call you as those litters become available. We've got some really, really cute ones, you guys. Some like fluffy ones and some calico ones. So definitely keep an eye on our page, or like I said, just have that application in. Or come get Fritter. Yeah. All right, so this little girl is Wink. And if you don't think that that is the most appropriate name for her, we can't be friends. Now, when she came in, I remember we had her housed in a kennel like this with another cat. Her name was Mew, M-E-W, and we had Wink and Mew. And she got Wink because her eye was like half closed. So we tried the drops and the gels for a little while to see if we could clear up whatever was going on. But her eye just never really improved. She was on different oral medications too. But just nothing really seemed to change, and it did seem to be bugging her a little bit. It wasn't swollen or anything, but just something was wrong with it. Could have been an old injury as a kitten that just never healed properly, something like that. So we went ahead and had that eye removed. So now she only has one eye. But I think that makes her even more special. I was actually just talking to my family the other day. I'd really like to adopt a special needs kitten. I don't know why. That just feels like that is what belongs in our house. So one of these days, something will come through these doors, or I'll see it online at one of the other local cat rescues, you know. And we would definitely do that. I think anyone who has special needs animals will tell you that they are indeed special. They're special to them, special in their hearts. Having one eye will likely not affect Wink at all. Maybe her vision, you know, she won't be able to see quite as far on that other side of her head. But Cats are so incredibly smart. They use their hearing. It will not bother her at all to be one-eyed. So she will just feel like as if she is normal.
She needs a patch.
An eye patch would be hilarious. She can go as a pirate for Halloween. Absolutely.
So is the thing on her, is that just because of the eye thing?
The cone is for, she didn't have the cone on like when she had her eye. We put the cone on right after her surgery just to make sure she didn't like rub her head against the kennel or anything like that while those stitches were fresh. At this point, she got that done with our rascal unit 2 weeks ago, so I'm pretty sure that those stitches will be removed promptly, possibly even today, because our cat vet is here today, so that might be on their list of things to do.
And the cone will be removed.
And then the cone will be removed, and she will be good to go. She will not need any further care on that eye, unless for some reason she were to hurt herself again or something, but as of right now, she is looking good, and I think that she deserves a good home.
Conversation piece, too.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm a walking a dog and I'm never blue. I'm a walking the dog. I ain't thinking about you. Don't need no one to tie me down. I'm a walking the dog and a painting the town. Such an easy life.